name's Anna Golding from Fingerprint Dance, and thanks for coming along today and joining me for a gentle half an hour of creative dance and movement. Before we start, I just want you to take a look around the space that you're going to be dancing in, and just make sure that there aren't any objects in the way that you might knock into. Perhaps if you just stand or sit and move your arms to the side, up above you, behind and in front. If you've got enough space to move like this, then you should be fine. I'm going to go through a couple of options as we go along for standing and seated. You need to take care with your body. Just work with where you are today. If I'm giving quite big movements that feel too much, that your arms get tired or your legs get tired, then please just adapt as you need to so that it's comfortable for your body where you are today. Pause the film and have a rest. Please take a break if you want to halfway through for some water. But most of all, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to put some music on now. We're going to spend the first 10 minutes or so warming up, and then we'll move on into something a little bit more creative. Okay, here we go. Okay, so sitting or standing wherever you are, we're just going to begin by waking up our skin, the surface of our body. The sense of touch is a sense we're not using perhaps, certainly in contact with the skin at the moment, so just working across the arms and the hands just to wake up the sensation of being touched. Gently squeezing into the muscles in your hands and your arms. And brushing down. It's a nice way to just take any tension out of your arms. And the other arm. Taking both hands, you're just going to sweep the palm of your hands over the back of your neck. Turn around so you can see me, just like this. And brushing up into your hairline. Go gently. And at the front of the face, next to your temples, up and into your hairline. Very gently. Across your sinuses, just where your cheekbones are, across your cheeks, and into your jawline. Lovely, well done. And then down across the front of the throat. Across the heart, around the tummy. This is a really nice movement actually if you have a bit of indigestion or tummy ache. And then taking the hands around to the base of the spine, bottom of the back, just smoothing away. Be able to reach all of these places, whether you're sitting or standing. And I'm going to work down the legs. I'm going to sit down for this part, but equally you can stay standing. Doesn't matter which leg. Just massaging into the muscles of the legs and stroking across the skin quite firmly just to wake up sensation of touching your legs. going to come back to standing now, but if you're seated, just remain comfortable. And we're going to use the weight of our head to stretch and ease the muscles in our necks. So looking forwards, you're going to bring your chin down to meet your chest, trying to keep your shoulders back, so your shoulders are going to follow your head for now. Back to looking in front of you and then looking up at the ceiling. Careful not to drop the head fully back, so you're still supporting the weight of the head with your neck. And then down again. And then up again. And then looking down at the floor. And this time you're going to do a little bit of a quarter circle to take your right ear to meet your shoulder, your right shoulder. And then a little quarter circle back down to looking at the floor. And then left ear to left shoulder. Back down to looking at the floor. Right ear to right shoulder. Looking at the floor. Left ear to left shoulder. Good, well done. And now we're going to just take that into a full circle. So imagine that you've got a paintbrush or a pencil on the top of your head and you're just painting a circle in the air. Lovely. Keep the circle quite small. And we're going to change direction so the head goes another way. All the time while you're working, while you're dancing, while you're warming up, cooling down, just pay some attention to your breathing. Lips slightly parted so that your breath can come into the body, clean oxygen, and exhaling, coming back up to centre, nice and deeply. It's very powerful, the breath, rolling the shoulders back. Keep this quite small, it's quite a strong movement, rolling the shoulders back. Lovely, and shoulders coming forwards. Another really good way of releasing any tension in the shoulders. Good. And now you're just going to put a slight bend in your knees. It's almost like a little, giving a little bit of a bounce to picking up the shoulders. You're going to breathe in, so really pulling the shoulders up to your ears. And then with quite a strong out breath, you're going to drop the shoulders down. And do that 3 more times. It's a really good way of shooting out any tension. So good, and again. And again. Lovely, good. And now we're going to take the arms, float them up, 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 up. Fingertips as if someone's gently pulling your fingertips up to the ceiling. And then pushing the air away. And again, up to the ceiling. And this time when we push the air away, we're just going to curl down through the back, starting from the crown of the head, bending the knees. Just go as deep as is comfortable. This can be done also seated, just rolling down through the back, folding through the tummy muscles, and opening up the chest. Last time we're going to stay standing up with straight knees, straight legs, reaching the arms out to the side. Good. Just to finish off with the top parts of the body, we're going to look to one side, look behind you, and then to the other side. Good. And I'm just going to bring you back to centre, just to relax for a moment. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer, and we'll crack on in a second. So we're going to work a bit more creatively with the body now that it's warmed up a bit. and we're going to go through a series of different instructions which I'll guide us through. I'll be moving at the same time, and you can either find your own movements or you can mirror mine. Either is absolutely fine. So we're going to start with just moving in space. So your own movements, listen to your body, listen to how it wants to move with the music. This is the first instruction, so it might be that let's imagine that you're floating in water or floating through the air. So that's your first movement. The second thing that we're going to do is circles. So circles might be that you do a circle with your finger. It could be really small. It might be that you do a circle with your head like we just did in the warm-up. It might be that you want to do a really big circle, which is a turn. Careful not to get dizzy. What else could you do? You could do a circle with your shoulder, and then you could do a circle with your hip. So we have moving in space, floating through the air, floating in water is number one. Number two is circles or turning. Number three is balancing. You need to be a bit careful here. So balancing might be that you just take your weight onto one side. It might be that you have your arms out to help you balance. It might be that you actually take one leg off and then you change onto another leg. Finding different balances, be careful. Only go with where is comfortable for you. If you're seated for balancing can be just taking your weight onto one hip, perhaps supporting the side that you're leaning on with your hip, with your hand, and just extending one arm and one leg away. This can be a balance. It might be that you lean back and you find a leg extending to the front, stretching to the front. This is your balance, using the support of the chair. So we have moving in space, number one. Number two, we have circles with turning. Number three, we have balancing. Number four is going down and coming up. So going down and coming up might be just that you sink forwards and you come back up again. It can be that gentle. If you want to, the other end of what's possible is that you might go all the way down to the floor, all the way back up again. And if you're dancing in the same room as someone else, then they might do a small one, you might do a big one. It's really up to you. So we have one, moving in space, two, circles, three, balances, four, moving down and coming back up again. Last one, five, we have opening your body, or opening your hand, or opening your face, opening and then closing. So think about as big as you can be, as big as your whole body can be, and as small as your whole body can be, or as big as your whole hand can be, or as small as your whole hand can be. This is a lovely one to do sitting down as well, because you've got the support of the chair. So you might be big, 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 and then small coming in. Okay, I'll talk us through as we go along. I'm going to put some music on now. So we have moving through space. Imagine that you don't weigh anything at all and that you're just floating. You can mirror me if you want to. And getting ready to move into circles. Circles might include turning. What does turning mean for you today? Balancing. And balance. 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 getting ready for down and up. Down. I'm just going to do a gentle one first of all, and up. And down. Might go a little bit further. And up. For those of you that are working on your chair, let's have a go down. If you're standing, just finding a different going down and coming up. And up. I'm going to stay seated, but you can do this standing. We've got opening and closing. Open. Big stretch. And close. And open. And close. And open. And close. We're going to do that again. I'm going to just do it a little bit quicker this time. Ready? A bit more energy. Wherever your energy was before, if that was at 1, you're going to bring your energy up to about a 5, wherever that is for you today. Getting ready to go. Moving through space and wherever you're, make sure that you're using the space that you're in, not bumping into anything. Good. Keep travelling. Getting ready for turning, circles. I'm going to move back down to the chair. You might stay standing for the whole thing, or seated for the whole thing. Getting ready for balancing. And balance. And balance. Taking the weight onto one leg or hip. Good, lovely, well done. Getting ready for down and up. Off we go, and down, and up, and down, and up. If you're seated, down, and up. Use your breath, down, and up, and down. And I'm going to stay seated for opening or closing, but you might be standing up. And close. And open. And close. Big stretch. Really enjoy the stretch. And close. I'm going to come to standing for my last open and close. Good. And then bring your body back down to just nice deep breath in and breath out, either seated or standing, to finish off our first creative dance. Now we're going to just have a bit of a look around the spaces that we're in, wherever you are, at home probably, and you're just going to choose a couple of different things in the room that we're going to just do a little bit of a dance game with, really. So just cast your eyes around the room and choose something that you like the look of. It might be your television, it could be a light, it could be a plant. I've got a plant over here. But I'm going to use my first dance. I'm going to look at my lampshade, which is quite a strange shape. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a part of our body. We're going to let's start with the hand that you normally write with, or maybe brush your teeth with. We're going to start with that hand, and we're going to just draw the shape of the object in the air. So you're going to, not only are you dancers today, but you're artists as well, so you're going to draw the shape of the object with your hand. And then you might swap over to the hand that you don't normally write with and draw the shape of the object with that hand. So we've started with hands. I'm sure you've guessed what's coming next. We're going to choose a different part of the body to trace the object. So that might be, let's have a shoulder. So the shoulder might trace the shape of the object. And I'll just give us a couple of different body parts, keeping us kind of comfortable, so don't worry, I won't be using my heel or anything. So we've chosen our first object. Maybe have a look around, choose what your first object is, what your second one is, and what your third one is. So you need 3 different things, 3 different shapes in the room that you're going to be drawing with different parts of your body in the space. Have a look. I'm going to put some music on while you have a think about what they might be, and then I'll talk us through it. Okay. So we're going to start with the first object and with the hand that you write with normally or brush your teeth with. And we're going to just trace the shape of the object in the air, almost as if you're stroking it, looking at the detail of the object. And then you're going to swap over to the other hand. Go with your right elbow, so your right elbow is going to trace the shape of that object. And let's have one more, let's have a shoulder, tracing the shape in the air. Well done, that was a good practice. So we're going to move on to object number 2. I've got a picture over there which I'm going to use, a big square shape. So let's start with your chin. So your chin is going to trace the shape of the object. Let's move on to your little finger. Let's do a tricky one. Let's move on to your knee. So you might need to hold on to something for support, or if you're sitting down. Knees are a bit easier if you're sitting down. So tracing the shape with your knee. Almost like the shapes that you're making are the shadows of the objects. Well done. We're going to come back up to standing. You might stay seated. We've got one more object to go. Choose your third object, and this time you're going to use all the different parts of your body to draw that object in space. So I've got a lamp over there, you might not be able to see it, but it's just a little table lamp. I'm going to use all the different parts of my body that I want to make that shape in the space. Off we go. Bring your tracing dance back to the end. finish off with a cool down. And we're going to stand with our toes pointing forwards. So we call this in dancing parallel. It's a nice comfortable position to be in. So your feet are in a straight line and they're positioned underneath your hips so that you're supporting your knees. Gentle bend in your knees. One hand above your tummy button and the other hand below. It doesn't matter which one. Good. And you're going to breathe into your hands. Really big breaths, like there's a balloon inside you. Breathing in, and the balloon gets big. Breathing out, balloon gets small. Breathing in, and out. And you're going to breathe one hand up into the air and let it float down. Just the same if you're seated, breathing one arm up and let it float down. No weight to your hand. And then again, breathing up. And this time you're going to dive down as if you're diving down into the sea. Standing in the sunshine. Look behind you again. Up to the ceiling, and we're going to finish off, because we're a bit low on cuddles at the moment, by giving yourself a big hug, wrapping your arms in front of you if that's comfortable, or keep them lower if that's more comfortable. Nice tight hug and a rock side to side. We'll stay in this hugging position while I just say thank you for joining in today. It was lovely dancing with you. First of 8 short creative dance workshops with me over the next couple of months. If you're joining us next week, it would be lovely if you could find a piece of material that you think moves really nicely, a scarf or a small piece of material, could even be a tea towel or a tie, something that you think moves nicely or has lovely colours that you find interesting, and we're going to do a dance with that next week. Well done everyone, thanks for today, look after yourselves, stay safe and well, bye.